Smashed the crap out of my hand. I did get this sucker off. So, track bar. I went ahead, I welded the back up, welded the nuts on there so you don't have to hold back up. If I ever need to get it off, I won't have to take the bed off. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here and here, here and here, with the bolts holding the gas tank in. It is hot and humid, and it is not dark. It is just that overcast, about to rain. I finally got to work on it for a little while. Got the bed on, so now I can jack it up and do the pinion angle and figure out the track bar. Of course, it's already become a shelf in 2 days, but it's middle of March 2024. Once I get it on, I'm gonna put the back on jack stands and the fronts on the ramps. And the goal is pinion angle, panhard bar, get all that set, measure for a drive shaft, and then go ahead and start and finish out all the exhaust to a certain point. Like, I want everything down to where it's straight and at least to here, so I can put an O2 sensor bung in. And then maybe I'll probably get all the brakes finished before I do all the brakes finished, and then the fuel lines ran, the hard line ran from about right here forward, and have it come up. I also plan to, I'm gonna put my low profile toolbox in here after I do bed liner and everything. And when I do that, I'm gonna put the battery here, kind of offset weight for driver, and I don't want it under the engine bay just because the battery boxes or battery trays where they went were notorious for rusting stuff out. So I'm going to put the battery in a plastic box, in an aluminum toolbox, and then just run 3 or 4 more feet of battery cable. I figure what I'm going to do is, I've got the main wire coming off of the starter. It is set up to go onto the battery, but instead I'm just going to get rid of the alternator wire, the one that goes to the back of the alternator, and then redo the end of this to just go to the back of the alternator, and then have it come. I don't know where I'm going to run it yet. I don't know if I'm going to run it off the back of the motor, just like down the front back, like where the, I don't know, I hadn't decided yet. It's going to be right next to a fuel line, so it's going to be super safe. Anyway, I'll get it back here. This part of the, I'm not worried about cutting a hole in the bed, because this part of the bed was the rusted part. Like, the whole thing, like, if you look at it, the whole thing's pitted. Like, it was bad. But the other side doesn't have holes that you can see through the bed floor, so cutting a portion of the bed out here to run battery cables and stuff through, I'm not worried about. I've also been working on this thing because on the 30th, Easter weekend, me and the kids and Dad are going to go to Hot Springs Off-Road Park and go crawling. See if we can get another Jeep badge. Find some eggs. But that is essentially done. The push this past couple of months on that has been just to get everything clearance for the bigger tires. I really do think the only thing else I'm going to do to the Jeep is going to be re-gear it probably over the winter, next winter. And when I do that, I'll probably put chrome ollies in the front, because the CV joint on the passenger side is already got the boots off and like all the grease out of it. Look kind of cruddy in there. Cleaned it real good, brake clean, stuff some more grease in it, and gonna roll with it until something breaks. If something in the front end breaks, it's getting 488s and probably a front locker with chromolyes. The rear, whenever I do the 488s, Ford makes a tighter clutch pack for the LSD in the back. And I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to do a full locker in the back because it is all-wheel drive. Like, it's four-wheel drive all the time. It's only 4 high or 4 low. I can't put it in two-wheel drive, so I can't lunchbox locker or weld the diff or anything. And if I put I want both the front to be, it's supposed to be a quote-unquote, like you hit the brakes and it locks it or whatever in the front. I'm not exactly sure. I need to pull the number on it and see exactly what's in there. But if it's that stupid stuff, I'm going to put a true air locker in the front so I can take it in and out. And then the back, I just want it to be an LSD because, why not? Cheaper. It's always better. But focus back on this guy. Hopefully it runs this year.